want everybody to see this. Come close, come close, come close. So, this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets fun. Let's say we're playing poker right now, okay? And I want some better cards, obviously, than the jokers, right? So my job is to try to change those jokers into what I want. So let's say I wanted to change that joker to a different card. And let's say I wanted maybe a ace.
Oh my God!
So let's say I needed a card. Let's say I needed an ace. So I now have an ace. That's my first ace. That's the first ace.
Okay, wait.
So let's do it again. Let's do it again. We'll put the other joker in between the other two. Fair enough? Now remember, nothing's happened yet. And you're watching close.
I'm watching.
I understand. Watch. It doesn't happen until you touch it. It influences the other joker and it tells it to change. I know. Now we'll do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Slow. Real slow. And remember, 2 jokers have changed to aces. 2 jokers have not changed to aces. What's your name again? Jamika? Jamika. Now do you want to see it happen at the same time or one at a time? Everybody sees the same time. That's exactly what happens. That's 4 aces. One step further to give you kind of the difference of the other card. One card's face down now. Your card's face down, the joker's face down, right? So you can tell which one's which, right? Which one's which?
Joker's in the bottom.
Very good. So if they change places one more time, you would see it happen. That way you can actually see it happen.
Wait, how does it do that?
Wait, let's get replay.
It actually changes places one more time.
Wait, can we see this?
Turn it over.
What?
Pound it, baby. That was awesome. That was awesome. So in 2010, me and B. Smith went on a lecture tour. We did about 12 cities, and on that lecture tour, I created a change called the silky change. I was literally looking in a mirror doing this. B was on the bed, and I was doing this right in front of a mirror. And right when I did this, B was like, wait, do that again. And I knew right then I had something very special. I wanted to create a change that was easy, visual, and really memorable. Like it really had a reaction. Like if you're doing coins across or something and that last coin appears, that reaction people have. And it gets that kind of reaction. And it's super easy. So let me go in the mechanics of this, what's going down. The routines I'm going to be teaching you uses the silky change. So let's get into what actually the silky change is. It's one card underneath another card that's face to face, all right? We'll turn the other card, the top card over. You're going to place this little pile, these 2 cards, in jogged, okay? So you can still see that queen. The moment you place it in jogged, you're going to lift up just a little bit so you get a break above the bottom card. The moment you get that break, you then release the break and your thumb takes over. You're now going to basically wipe in front as if you're waving your hand over. As you wave your hand over, your thumb is going to push this card forward like that, all right? The reason this looks so damn good is because as you do this, it doesn't look like your hands or anything are near the card. It looks like it just changes right in front of your eyes. We are so tired right now. We've been up filming, and I'm telling you right now, even Pete right now, I just saw his face. He was like, just like that. It's really visual. It's ridiculous. It's my favorite change to do. Literally my favorite change to do. It's so visual. It's so magical, and it just happens. Okay. So that's the mechanics. One more time. There it is. Lift up. Come back down. Thumb is going to push inward. But to hide that, once again, you're going to bring your fingers in front, wave your hand over as the card changes. Okay. So that is the silky change. That's the mechanics, that's how to do it. Let me show you a couple different routines that uses the silky change. The first one is called J to A, okay? So you say, I'm gonna take out some cards, and usually there's only 2 of these cards, but I actually keep 4 of them in my deck. Do you know what they are? Majority of people will actually say the jokers. So you're gonna take out any 4 of a kind. It really doesn't matter. Let's use the queens, but you don't show that they're queens, okay? Take out the 4 queens. And as you're taking the queens out, you're going to call the joker, one of them, to the back of the deck, okay? So throughout the routine, as you're finding the cards, find that joker, call it right to the back of the deck. Real simple to do, not hard. Strip these out, turn everything over, and then hold a break under the top card, which is the joker. Do you know what they are, you say? Turn everything over, pick everything up, and put the deck off the side. You now have 1 joker and 4 queens. You're now going to show 4 jokers with a beautiful count called the rumba count or the rhythm count by Jean-Pierre Vallerino. Here's what it is. You're going to turn over the packet, thumb on top, fingers on the bottom. You're going to push 4 cards underneath like that. So this is just 1 card. You're then going to re-grip and take the cards into the hand like this at the count of 1. Do the same thing. 2, 3, and leave the last one as a double, okay? In succession, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a great count. I hate the frustration count, so this is a perfect count for this, okay? You're now going to take the 3 cards and you're going to push. You're going to do Chris's alignment move, okay? So you have a double here. You're going to push that joker forward while aligning that queen or that other card, whatever it is, with the packet, all right? It's very quick and very simple. So you successfully placed a face-up card underneath 3 face-down cards. Now, throughout the routine, I'm telling them about poker, and it's really great to have your own cards. Beat a magician, of course, same thing, but I do it in a different way. Okay, now you're in this position. You're now going to stare jog, if you will. I don't even know if that's a word. You're going to stare jog these cards upward like this, okay, out towards the audience. You're going to place the joker underneath. Remember, you have a card here. You have a queen right there, okay? They don't know about that yet, though, because you're sneaky. You're now going to pull the joker back, and you're going to pull the top card back. You're going to allow that queen to stay exactly where it is, okay? Right where it is. So they can get a better view here. Now, underneath here, look what's happened. I have this card, this card, this card, and this card. I know that the second card is the card I want, okay? And I'm going to push that card inward. Like that. This is a move by Finnick. He put this in his trick called Mexican Revolution back in the early 1990s. What's really pretty about this move is it looks like you've done absolutely nothing. It looks like there's no sleight of hand possible with this move. You basically take your hand, you wave your hand over, and it changes to a queen. Very pretty. And that's what you want to do, wave, and it changes. Okay, so now we have this situation. We have this card here with the joker, and we have 3 other cards on top. And they think these are jokers still, keep that in mind. Square these cards up, turn your double over, place it on the bottom, place this either on the table or put this in their hand face down. See, that's the first joker that's changed to a queen. There's no reason to do a frustration count to show 3 more jokers. You've already shown it. Don't overprove it. So take the top card off, take the second card, hold the double, turn it over, place the double, okay, into the middle of the other 2 jokers, supposedly, and square up. And that's my pattern. You say, watch, we'll do it again. I'll take one of the jokers, I'll place it right in between the other 2. I say, now watch. Nothing's happened yet. You're going to do like a modified Ascanio spread. Pull the bottom card out, pull the top card back, holding that double, and pause. I say nothing's happened yet. You can tell I haven't done anything sneaky. Close it up. It doesn't happen until it influences the other cards. You just wave it over. As you wave over, now you're going to pull the bottom card and then the next card, and you're going to hold the last two as one, okay? So it looks like you've just basically taken the joker, place it in between, wave your hand, and then show it's changed. This goes to the bottom. You're now going to milk the top card and bottom card off at the exact same time. The way you do that is you're going to hold a break and you're going to pull those two cards together equal to each other, okay? So here. Just like that. And you do it quickly. You just kind of pull it off like that. All right? That's it. So I've got two cards now. Same thing. Turn those over on the bottom. Flip it over. Now, call attention. Remember, we've had two jokers change to two queens. Now you're going to turn the two, which are really three cards, the two jokers face down. And you then say, and we have two jokers that haven't. When you say that, as you show the card, turn it over, take the top card, push the bottom two cards off as one, okay? Like you're doing like an Elmsley count almost. And as you do that, flip that over in the hand. So it looks like you basically just showed two cards and they're both jokers, okay? So we have two jokers that have changed into queens, and of course we have two jokers that haven't changed, just like that. Practice getting your doubles like really perfect in your hand. Do Chris's alignment move one more time, putting that card underneath, okay? And give them a choice. Do you want to see it happen at the same time or one at a time? Now, if they say one at a time, you're going to do the silky change. Bring the joker here, place the two cards on top, do the silky change, show it's changed. Drop those two cards on top of the other two, but really that's our double, okay? So we're putting that down right on the table like that. And then of course snap your fingers and show the last card's changed too, all right? If they say at the same time, you're gonna do something a little bit different. Where am I here? Two have changed, two haven't changed. How would you like to see it happen? At the same time or one at a time? At the same time, okay. You're going to drop this card off. At the exact same time, you're going to push inward and then flip over. Okay, so you're here, here, and here. But when you do it quick enough, it looks like that joker has changed in those two immediately. So right when they say at the same time, cool, you can, oh my God. So if they say at the same time, you just come here. So at the same time, great, come here, and then just, there it is. Same thing, drop those two cards off, and turn the other one on top. Great, at the same time, you can actually see it happen. And then I put the double in their hand, and put that on top. There's no reason to run when no one's chasing you. The moment it's in their hand for a split second, I then pick up the cards and put them back on top of the deck or in the deck. Okay, that's called J to A. It's called J to A for jokers to aces, but you can use queens, kings, aces, doesn't matter. All right. Brad, check this out. Take out a card, any one you want, doesn't matter what it is. That's the one? Mm-hmm. Cool, and I'll use a card as well. I'll use, let's say, the joker. Is that all right? We won't use the rest of the deck. I think most card tricks are convoluted as it is. Hold out your hand for me if you would. Hold your 8 just like that. Perfect. Now don't move a muscle, okay? I want you to watch this happen. If I take the joker and rub it like that, did you feel it happen? You can actually see it happen. I now have the 8. Turn it over. You have the joker. Pretty crazy, right? Okay, let's do it again. This time, I'd like for you to do me a favor and sign your name, if you would, on the card. And there's a triangle. That's so adorable of you.
I love it.
Hieroglyphics and triangles. That should be the name of this trick. So this time you know which one your card is, right? 8 of clubs, you signed it, no question about it. The reason I have you sign it, so many people say you might have had more than one 8 of clubs, and I understand that. I'm gonna go one step further though to give you kind of a difference of the other card. One card's face down now. Your card's face down, the joker's face up, right? So you can tell which one's which, right? Which one's which?
Joker's on the bottom, 8's on
Very
the top.
good. So if they change places one more time, you would see it happen. Yeah. I tell you what, let's do this one last time. This time, I'm gonna put just a small little, I'm gonna rip your card, evidently. Oof. See if this works actually. So that way you know which is yours. Hold out your hand, put your other hand on top. You've got the 8, I've got the joker, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Don't take your eye off the joker. Watch what happens. I now have the 8. And if I have the 8, turn it over, check it out. You have the joker. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You saw it happen.
Wow.
One last time, my friend. Here we go. Hold out your hand. Put your hand on top of your card. Don't move. Can anything get in or out right now?
No.
Good. I have the pieces of the joker, and I also need a lighter. Do you have a lighter on you by chance?
I do not.
You do not have a lighter. I got one, just in case. Brought one along. Check this out. Now, if I take the pieces, put them together like this. I don't know if you can see that little flame there.
Yeah, a little bit.
See that? Watch this. Yeah, I think it worked. Hopefully those pieces have started to melt back together. But here's the best part. One last time, they change places. See, I now have your card, turn it over, and you have the joker. And you get to keep those as a souvenir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Silky Trilogy again. This routine was something that was separate a long time ago from this trilogy, but we really talked about it, me and Brad, and we really wanted to put this with the concept of the silky change because it uses the silky change in the routine. It's a bigger routine, but it just shows you where you can put these kind of moves. So what you're gonna need are 2 jokers, basically, of the same kind, same brand, basically, okay? They have to be the exact same, very important. Make sure they're facing the same way, put that on the bottom of the deck. You then come out, and you basically just spread the deck and have a card selected, any one at all. Now if they go for the joker, say not that one, I'm going to use that one later, okay? Whatever the card they go for, that's it, okay? You'll notice in performances on the street too, that one time I handed the deck to that woman and she said, oh, do you want me to take the jokers out? And I immediately thought, oh, this is interesting because she's going to know there's 2 jokers in the deck. But I went through a couple different tricks and then I came back to this and it never occurred to her that we were using another joker, which is really, really nice. So if you get that kind of situation, do a couple other tricks and then do this and you'll see it really plays out. So as you get the card back from them, you're going to get a break under the top card. You're going to turn their card over and lift up and take away those 2 cards, okay? So real simple, very easy. So grab a card for me, Brett. Anyone you like? Cool. Is there a reason you picked the Queen of Hearts?
None.
Get my break, come back over, cool. And then I'm going to slide off the next joker on top. As I say, we don't need to use the rest of the deck, okay? The other preparation for this is make sure you have a pen in your left hand pocket and you have a lighter in your right pants pocket, okay? Always have the lighter, very important. You're now going to do a series of transpositions that lead into a torn and restored burnt card transposition. This used to be called 3PTTTT, which was like a 3-phase transposition. So I'm so glad we call it replay now. You're gonna take your single card, your joker, turn it face down. You take your double card, turn it face down. They think this card, of course, is their card. You slide off the top card, which is the joker. You ask them to hold out their hand. Now, when I first came up with this idea and this trick, right away, this person immediately wanted to look at that card. They just always do. So now to get this out of their mind, here's what I do. Cool, hold out your hand for me. Flat, actually, that way, perfect. Notice what I'm doing. I'm subtly just showing you that that's the joker. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying, look, that's the Joker. I'm just, actually, yeah, right there, perfect. So when they see that's the Joker, they know for a fact that's their card. No question. So you don't need to do anything else here. Okay, first move is this. Now, I'm always playing to them. So if they're over here on my right-hand side, I'm going to be facing this way, almost like I'm facing on the side of them, okay? Because there's a lot of moves that are happening behind this hand. To expose it here, we'll do it here though, all right? Show the Joker, turn it over. You're now going to re-grip the cards, okay? As soon as you grab the cards, you're going to pull the bottom card out. I'm sorry, I apologize. Let's do that over. So you're going to show the card, turn it over. There's your double. You're going to re-grip the cards. You're now going to pull the top card out and swivel it at the same time while leaving the bottom card in that position, okay? Right there. And you're just going to tap it like that. Did you feel it happen? They say no. Turn the card over. It's now their card. The moment they turn their card over, you have all the time in the world to turn your card over and add that Joker back on top as you turn everything over. So it should all be done in one motion, okay? So once again, we're here. Open up your hand for me if you want. Put it, yeah, like right there. Perfect, perfect. Did you feel it happen? No? Check it out. So I actually have your card. If you have, yeah, you have the Joker. Okay, so all in one succession. Boom, 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 boom. They're paying attention to this, and everybody around them is paying attention to this. And this is important too. When you perform this trick, you want to make sure that everybody's over here. You'll notice in one of the performances at Berkeley, I was trying to get this older couple to come on the other side because I was performing this trick, and they just would not have it. They weren't coming over. They were just like, no, we'll watch from here, we'll watch from here. And so I had to resort to basically doing a Herman pass with 2 cards. When no one was looking, I basically just did that and then did that. I got away with it, but honestly, if you're not experienced with audience management and how to talk to an audience, how to move them around, you're not going to get away with something like that. So make sure they're on this side. Very, very important, okay? You've shown the card. There's the Joker. There's the moment. Take the Joker, place it underneath now. Okay, now you'll notice also that the cards are still the same way, the Jokers, which is nice. If for some reason this gets turned around and this gets placed back on top like that, after you do this next move, there's going to be a discrepancy. Now, I've had it happen before, nobody's ever said anything, but it is nice just to keep it like that, okay? So once again, here, open up your hand for me. Great. Actually, steady your hand. Beautiful. Now watch closely. Did you feel it happen? No. See, I actually have your card now. But if I have your card, turn it over, you have the Joker. Crazy, right? And then place that underneath. Okay. Now, I then hand the pen to them and have them sign the card. Now, I do not suggest signing cards every single time you do a card trick. It doesn't make sense. The only reason I want them to sign this card is so they know it's different from the Joker. They know it's different because of the Queen, but when they sign it, it for some reason puts a personal kind of stamp on it. This is now their card. This is my card. Well, what better way to make it their card now than to sign their name on it? So they sign their name on it. I then say to them, his name's gotten shorter and shorter throughout the night. No more triangles. I then say to them, we'll also do something kind of interesting. We'll turn your card face down, all right? Now you know a difference. And as I say that, I'm gonna just get a little pinky break on the bottom card as I pull away these 2 cards. Now I'm grabbing the cards by my middle finger and my thumb, like this. I think it's a horrible move actually. It's a card change as you change the card as you turn. It's a swivel change. I don't like it, I hate it. But in this, it makes perfect sense because you're gonna swivel the cards like that, okay? But you're doing it in the action of pointing to them. And the spectator hears this. So you've signed it, that's a difference, but we're also gonna turn it face down, right? So now you know which is which. And it goes by everybody. It's perfect. Well, which is which? They're going to say, that's the Joker. Now you're going to get ready for the silky change. This is a really strong moment for this change. Come down. So then you say, so if they change places again, you'll know it. It's so ridiculously fast and visual. There's the Joker, silky change, and then turnover. Okay. Now for the third phase. You say, well, I tell you what, let's do this one more time, but this time, here's our double, okay? This time, now push the top card off, hold this double in your hand. I'm gonna put a little tear. And as you say that, you rip it actually more than what you think or they think you're supposed to. I'm gonna put a little tear. I'm gonna rip the card. And you're acting like you weren't planning this, okay? Anytime you can do magic and you're doing something where it sounds like it's not supposed to happen, this puts the spectator in a mode of, oh, whoa, okay, I guess, well, all right, maybe not, this isn't gonna work. And that's great because you're leading them down this beautiful path. And then at the moment you want the magic to happen, boom, it just hits them so much harder. Rip it again. Now remember, you're ripping the Joker, the other Joker. They think it's their card. Open up your hand. And that's the other nice subtlety too. You have the Joker facing them, right? And they see the other card being ripped. So there's no question in their mind, that's their card. I'm gonna place your card in your hand, take your other hand, place it on top. So we'll do this one last time. Okay, you're gonna do the exact same move here, okay, but it's a little different this time. This time, take out the bottom card, not the top one. Turn it face up. This is a move that John Carney came up with. It's in Cornucopia. It's so, so beautiful. Here's what it looks like from the side. You're going to turn the card face up. You then pause. You're going to let this card rest at the fingertips, and it's pushing against there. And then as you wave your hand, it falls flush. Okay? So from this angle, it looks like this. It's perfect. It's perfect. They're like, what? If this is your card, turn it over. They turn the pieces over. And there's the Joker. That was just in your hand. Think about that. That's a strong moment. Now, as they're turning the Joker over, okay, here's the hardest part of this routine, but it's also the real sneaky part. You're going to bottom palm this card into your hand. You just simply do that. That's it, okay? And don't worry, you're not gonna stay out in the open too long, so I'm not gonna put you out there where you're exposed. So push over and palm. It doesn't have to be a perfect palm. All attention is over there, okay? You've already shown this card. And if I have your card, check it out. Boom, they turn over the pieces, and that's when you bottom palm the card. As they're looking at their pieces, you're gonna come up. Now, I've seen Gregory Wilson do this. I've seen B. Smith do this. This is one of the best card moves I've ever seen. Basically, most people, they do it like this, where they put their hand here, and then as an afterthought, they leave the card underneath their armpit as they come back down, okay? It's really, really sneaky, because your hands are completely clean. And then later on, you would get the card back somehow into a palm or something. What we're gonna do here, though, we're gonna fold the card. We're basically gonna Mercury fold that card underneath our armpit, okay? And it's in the action of, check it out. Boom, they turn it over. As they're turning it over, here's what's happening. I'm Mercury folding that card. Push in, and then push in the middle, okay? Right there, push in the middle. Fold it again. And once it's folded like this, as I'm still like this, I'm in this position, you have all the cover in the world to do this, okay? I leave it underneath my armpit, okay? It's underneath now as I come back. Now the whole time I'm holding onto this card, right? So check it out. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Wow. Let's try something. And this is a great moment to be in, guys. This is such a clean moment. They have the Rip Pieces Joker. They know this is their card. They're convinced of it because they have the Joker in their hand. Let's try this. Here, let me see the pieces. Hold out your hand. Take your hand, place it on top of your card. Okay, don't let anything come or go. So if they start to say to themselves or to you, wait, I want to see that, just interrupt them. No, stay right there. I did that. Don't do that, by the way. No. Actually, just hold tight, please. Make sure I can't get in there because I'm going to try something. So you're putting another challenge in front of them, basically. So if they try to say, oh, let me see the card. Well, actually, no, let's try something. No, hold it real tight. I'm going to try something. Don't let me get in there. So now they're thinking, oh, okay. Show the pieces again. Put them together. Make sure the small pieces are in the back. And now pause and say, does anybody have a lighter? Hands are completely clean here. Now, right when you say that, your hands are going to come back up as if you're just pausing here at this moment. Yeah? As if you're waiting. Okay? If somebody has a lighter, use their lighter. It's fine. Even if they don't, you have a lighter in your pocket, this one right here. But you're going to do a card switch. You're going to bring the pieces here and say, oh, I think I might have one. And you're going to grab a hold of the pieces, supposedly, but you're just going to pick up like this as this hand goes into the pocket to grab the lighter, okay? So once again, does anybody have a lighter? No? I might have one, let me see. And so you ditch the pieces, pause, show the hand empty, come back, and then reach in your pocket and pull out your lighter. Even if they have one, don't even pay attention. If they say I have one, just go through that motion, that whole thing, and actually, you know what, I have one actually. Or if you get to this point, we've ditched the pieces and you reach in your hand, oh you do? Oh great, cool, let me use yours, okay? So that's the key there. Now your Mercury card fold might not be perfect, and sometimes the indices will actually show, sometimes. So just make sure you're in this position so they don't show. Now here we have a perfect situation, okay? Light the side, okay? And really get that lit, just for a second or so. And then blow it out. And then slowly act as if you're melting the pieces back together as you open the card. And it looks like those pieces have restored right in front of them. And now the kicker. You say not only have they come back together, but one last time they've changed places. And this right here, guys, is the craziest moment. When they see that card that was just a joker, restored, now it's changed into their card. You have nothing in your hands, and they turn that card over. God, I mean, it's so strong. You can't get any stronger at this moment. Don't do a coins across. Don't do anything else. This should be your last trick. This is an ending. And everything can be handed to them, and you're completely clean, okay? So that is called replay. I hope you guys love this. Please go out and perform this. This is bread and butter for me. I do this on a daily basis whenever I can.